Hi, this is Jan. Welcome back to my channel, and today I've got the beginning of a massive job of emptying, defrosting and restocking freezers, which is a bigger job than might be for most people because I've got 5 freezers. The first one is the kitchen fridge freezer, and that one I keep open packets. So if I've got a packet of peas or something like that that's been open and part used, they live in the kitchen. Anything that if I'm cooking shepherd's pies or lasagnas, I make extra in individual portions and then freeze them, and they go in the kitchen, so that instead of diving for a takeaway if we're not well enough to cook, then we can just pull out an individual portion of food. And so I started off with the fridge freezer in the kitchen, but found that that wasn't actually enough freezer space for me. And then I decided to get a chest freezer so that I could take advantage of the massive savings that you get in our Tesco's straight after Christmas. So my usual thing to do is empty this freezer out on the run up to Christmas, and then can take real advantage of it. There was one year when I came home from that particular food shop with 11 family-sized turkeys, 3 legs of lamb, 2 beef roasting joints, 2 pork roasting joints, and I think it was 90 packs of Warburton's crumpets, which were reduced from, I think it was about £1.10 at the time, down to 19p. And you couldn't have fitted an extra pea in this particular freezer once I'd done. But now this freezer is used for I call it junk food. It's not junk food, it's processed food. It's food that comes with an ingredient list. And the dirt here is, I buy my potatoes in a huge sack, so it's when we lift up the potatoes to get to the other freezer, it's just the powdery mud from the potato stack. So this is my junk food freezer. Well, I say it's not all junk food. We have pizzas. They normally take up the whole of this bit. I've got some grilled steaks, some quarter pounder beef burgers, some steak and ale pies, and some crunchy fish fingers. Faggots down at the bottom. I like to take advantage of those when they're on special offer at £1 for 6. Normally they're I think they're £1.80 something in Sainsbury's, and Tesco's do them at £1 for 6 from time to time. We've got a load of strudels over there, so if we need an emergency pudding, we've got a strudel, or otherwise we've got 2 stacks here in the plastic tubs of blackberries that we pick ourselves. These are apples where I'm down to the last 4 now, where somebody had a massive amount on their tree and just put a note on Marketplace saying, come and help yourself. And so I came back with a whole basket full of apples that took all afternoon to peel and chop up. But the beauty of those is if I take one of those and one of the blackberries, let them defrost a little bit, throw them in a casserole dish, put a crumble topping on, and that's the most delicious dessert. So we've got those. We've got little mini sausage rolls, Sainsbury's party sausage rolls, which they like at Christmas. But as you can see, I've got a bit of a frost problem, so all these freezers need defrosting. I've got a little bit of ice cream there because when Tony comes over, he likes to have a bit of ice cream, and some dal there. Sometimes we get the Indian cook at your home dinners from Sainsbury's, and that would also live in this freezer. So my plan is today, this one is the, like I say, the junk food freezer that I bought for myself. Then I found that the kitchen freezer and this freezer wasn't enough space, so I was looking on Marketplace and I saw this fridge freezer, which is pretty much the same as the one I've got in my kitchen, but my kitchen one is the American one, so it's kind of that much wider, but it has the freezer at the bottom and the fridge on top. And this freezer I keep exclusively for frozen veggies. And so in the drawer today we've got sweet corn, spinach, more spinach, and sliced green beans. That's that drawer. Then this drawer, we've got stewing vegetables, more stew vegetables, some cauliflower florets, that was sprouts, whole green beans, and broccoli florets. So as I say, all of those are unopened packs. This freezer rarely gets opened, so the frost problem isn't quite so bad. Those broccoli florets don't want to go back in the cupboard. And then, what's that? Sliced mixed peppers. So that was my third freezer, but it still wasn't quite enough freezer space for if I wanted to do huge amounts of batch cooking. So then I found this freezer on Marketplace, which is slightly bigger than this freezer, and this is my just move the potato so I can step closer to it. Yeah, this freezer I keep my kind of protein in, really. So in this one down here I've got frozen milk. If you're going to freeze milk, I would recommend you buy the smaller size ones. And we got all of these were reduced one. Well, it says 19th of March, but I don't know what year. I feel like they've been in there for at least a year. If you get the smaller size ones, they just defrost easier. But Neil's got an absolute hatred of defrosted milk. But I personally would prefer pre-frozen milk in my tea once it's defrosted to powdered milk, UHT milk, or any of the other so-called milks. I don't like any of those. Then I've got pre-packed chicken here. Used to get these for the cat when they were £1 a pack, but they don't seem to do them anymore. And then they do the bigger packs, which I usually, when I get these, I split them up into and freeze them individually, so you can just pull out as many as you want at a time. And I must get in, I'm trying to get into the habit of writing the year on them, because I don't know for, that's just, that's the same mince as that mince, and I've got 1, 2, 3 packs of mince there. Then we've got fish in this one. I've got smoked salmon, not smoked salad at all, smoked salmon. Oh, I can't say it. What's the matter with me today? Then I've got haddock fillets, haddock, cod, haddock and cod. For some reason Neil's been pulling out more cod than haddock, because I always buy them both together, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. So that's my fish section. Then this is pork, and at the moment it's mainly sausages. They're sausages from the butchers, which I've vacuum packed and frozen. These are the, oh, I've got some more milk down the bottom of this tub. I've got a couple of little gammon roasting joints, a couple of chops there, some slightly better sausages, but still supermarket ones, and some sausage meat. So that's those. Then I've got some frozen eggs. They look a weird shape because I freeze them in cupcake trays. A couple of Philadelphias, and then I've got a whole chicken there, and then some chicken breasts that I've split up and oh yes, that is, yeah, chicken. That's all chicken there, but as you can see, this freezer again needs a good defrosting. So that's the protein freezer, which I feel much happier when that's stocked much better than it is at the moment. And this one I got, it was an advert on Marketplace, I think it was, during lockdown. I was looking for another freezer and this one came up at either £8 or £9. I'm not sure which it was. But phoned up and the lady said, how soon can you get here? And I said, well, we're about an hour away. And she said, that'll do. So we went charging over there in Neil's van. And what had happened was she'd lost her father and had been trying to clear his house because it was going to be sold. And people had said that they were going to go and buy things and then just not turn up. And by the time we got there, she actually had a skip out the front with a load of perfectly good furniture on there, but she lives miles away and couldn't just be there all the time, you know, waiting for people to turn up and take things. So we got there, and in the end she refused to take the money. She said, no, I'm just glad it's going to a good home. So that's